It's the 10th anniversary of The Last of Us this year, and Naughty Dog is bringing the hype, with game director Neil Druckmann coming out swinging, stating that The Last of Us multiplayer will be the studio's most ambitious project to date. Speaking to ComicBook, Druckmann said Naughty Dog has been working on the title for a long time, specifying that work began on the project before The Last of Us Part 2 was released in 2020. The Last of Us Part 2 was originally expected to launch with a new version of the first game's Factions multiplayer mode. Naughty Dog explained in 2019 that the scope of the Factions mode the studio originally announced for the game grew to the point where it couldn't be included alongside the main campaign. The new Last of Us multiplayer game hasn't been officially unveiled yet, though Naughty Dog has released concept art and other details. In 2023, Naughty Dog will begin to provide details on the game, which the studio said is, quote, shaping up to be a fresh new experience from our studio. Naughty Dog is known best for its single-player story games, and the studio stressed that the new Last of Us multiplayer title will be rooted in the company's, quote, passion for delivering incredible stories, characters, and gameplay. Another multiplayer game with some huge expectations is Arcane's Redfall. While Arcane Lyon was the studio behind GameSpot's 2021 Game of the Year winner Deathloop, it'll be the developer behind 2017's Prey, Arcane Austin, that is helming the vampire hunting cooperative shooter. While more details on the title will be coming in January 25th's Xbox Developer Direct, some information about it might have already leaked, namely its release date. According to industry insider Ecstasis, who has previously accurately revealed details on Hideo Kojima's Overdose, the release date will be May 2nd of this year. Quote, if there were any doubt, Redfall can now be 100% confirmed with the release date of May 2nd, 2023, Ecstasis tweeted, after fellow insider Brad Sams posted a pair of cryptic tweets hinting at Arcane's upcoming game. The tweets from Sams have since been deleted, but they contained emoji that read, quote, Redfall 2nd May, before they were removed. We likely won't have to wait long for official word from Microsoft, as Redfall will be headlining the Developer Direct on the 25th, with Xbox confirming that the event will cover both single and multiplayer combat, customization, and bosses for the first-person shooter. Another highly anticipated release this year is Assassin's Creed Mirage, a smaller experience in the franchise that is more akin to the earlier releases in the series than the recent, absolutely gargantuan RPG-focused ones. In an interview with Games Radar, the game's creative director, Stephanie Boudon, expands on what that means. Boudon states that the studio has heard fans' desires for a character-driven story, and that the game will focus on what the team considers to be the core pillars of the franchise: stabbing, sneaking, and running. While Baghdad, the sole location in the game, will be much smaller than the maps of the more recent entries like Odyssey and Valhalla, the new technology used in those games will be implemented to be a much more densely populated, accurate simulation of a city of that scope than any of the earlier Assassin's Creed's ever had. This apparently has led to massive improvements over one of the series' most iconic gameplay elements, blending into crowds. However, rather than needing to find specific clusters of civilians to hide amongst, according to Boudon, any pocket of 3 civilians will provide that opportunity. Are we about to get the best Assassin's Creed ever? Let us know in the chat if that sounds like your bag, and we'll see you here for more GameSpot news.